Hey, it's Sam Tolbert. Ask an older musician, and we're doing a rare Facebook request from one of our viewers who was a supporter back in our days when we were doing DVD lessons. I did not catch his request for one day. He didn't request a key, so we put it in the key of C, and we gave you an opening of what it's going to look like when you put all the pieces. So let's follow the path that I've done with all of my videos anywhere that you have seen them. The opening scale, not just to train our hands, but to train our ears at the same time. So this is a traditional hymn gospel type of song. I must say by hymn gospel is that it's going to have elements of the gospel feel, which is a lot of jazz. The song is kind of in the pentatonic scale. In that pentatonic scale family, which means you are open to all of the same chords you would hear in a traditional gospel style of music of the 60s. I would say 60s and some of the early 70s. I threw in some of the more contemporary chords to show you how you can fill it up. So for our requester, as always, I often say I don't teach the number system, but I will talk to it for those who are connoisseurs of the number system. So there's the 1, 5, the 1, the 3, the 4, 3, 2. We'll go straight on the 6 to the 5, 2, 5. And these are the block chords, because once you have the block chords, you can assign the melody to that. 2, 5, 3, 4, 3, 2, 5, and then the 1, flat 7, 6, flat 6, 5, which is why I stay away from the number system, because I do scales, chords, progressions, and of course passing tones. Back to the 5, and we'll give you this nice G7 flat 13. My chordiap is not working, so we're using Meticulous now. And this chord again is found, let me see, in the whole tone scale. One day, walking up the scale. I'm going where? Now this is what I like to use on the 1. So, and this is a flat 7 chord. Or the C7 chord. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat 7, the C7 chord. But I'll use it this way. The jazz passing tones to get me to the 4, 3, 2, diminish up to the foot, sharp 2 with a diminished chord. The 3, chord up, 2, 5, 1. So that's the palette. That's where your chords are coming from. Scales, the static chords, which are the number system chords, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to 1, or the major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, and then back to major. So that's where and these are all scale notes in chords. This is where your palette is. So let's bring in our soloist, virtual, just programmed this morning, sol area soprano, and then we'll give you the chords that you're going to be practicing. Here we go.
One day, I'm going where Jesus is. One day,
This is just practice to get you comfortable.
one day, I'm going where Jesus is. One day, I'm going where Jesus is. I'll be caught up to meet him in the air.
So as you can see, I like to call your home chords. That's a home chord, home chord, home chord, home chord. Why? Because they're at home within the number system. And as you see, these G7 chords, they're still within the context of the scales, which is why I teach scales first, because that's where you're going to build chords from. Not just your melody, your middle chords, but your bass chords also. All right, so let's continue with the chorus. Here we go.
I'll be caught up to meet him, caught up to meet him. Joy and happiness.
Flat 7 on the 1,
Be mine.
the 4,
Meet in glory.
the 3, 6,
Tell the story. I'll be caught
5.
up to meet him in the air.
So the same concept. Once you know where the home chords are, you can begin to build around that. And I often say you have to have a working knowledge of chords. You can't just, as I say, pull it out of the thin air. Chromatic scales opens you up to all the chords. Just practicing the chromatic scales to let you know that these notes exist. Let's pull back to I'll be caught up. We're going to give you some more advanced chords also, because I never know the skill level of a requester. So I always give the level that you can learn from me from, because I don't teach like everybody else. I never have. I'll be caught up.
I'll be caught up to meet him.
Full chords.
Caught up to meet him. Joy and happiness will be mine. Meet in glory. Tell the story. I'll be caught up to meet him in the air.
Okay, full chords in the beginning.
One day.
Umpa.
One day, I'm going where Jesus is. One day,
Adding a different style.
one day,
If you don't have a bass player.
I'm going where Jesus is.
Walk the bass down.
One day, one day, I'm going where Jesus is. I'll be caught up to meet him in the air.
Walk the bass down, all the way down.
I'll be caught up to meet him, caught up to meet him. Joy and happiness will be mine. Meet in glory. Tell the story. I'll be caught up to meet him in the air.
Now some more gospel chords.
One day, I'm going where Jesus is. One day, I'm
So as you can see, I'll let her finish. Sorry about that. So as you can see, build, but build with the bricks that you have acquired throughout your journey as a musician. I can pull the minor scale because I have journeyed to the minor scale and all the chords that jazz gives you. Because I know where it's going to go to. And because your left hand becomes a support for chords. And I didn't even bring the bounce. All that comes, as they say, in time, provided you've got a practice regimen that allows you to bring all those in. Okay, so I didn't want to make this too long because our requester is a musician, number one, not a beginner. So I'm going to give you at the intermediate to the advanced stage. And you see the concept is major scales, your basic chords, your home chords, the different changes that you can put in from progression 6, 2, 5, 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 5, 1, 4, sharp 4, 3, 6, 2, 5, 1. And then all the different passing tones that you can put in there. All right. One day in the key of C. Thanks for watching. Sam Tolbert, Ask an Older Musician. Take care.